Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining in this evening. Christabel, I can see you. Emmanuel, I can see you. Inkiru, Tejiri, Zira, I can see you. Benjamin. Hope I'm very audible. If I'm loud and clear, please just send a reaction so I can confirm from my end. All right, thank you, Benjamin. Thank you, Christabel. All right, so let's just give the grace of like, let's say 5 minutes to those who are yet to join. Welcome, Jerry Luke. Welcome, Magdalene. Please, if you know anyone who enrolled for this course and is yet to join, we could just prompt them, give them a prompt, because we'll be starting in 7:05. That's less than 1 minute. We'll be kicking off officially. All right. Good evening, everyone. We'll be starting officially now. My name is Stephen Bitrus, and I'll be your facilitator for the Intro to Tech course. So we'll just do a quick introduction. Yeah, so you just simply tell me your name and why you are interested in tech briefly. So okay, I think from my screen here, the first person I can see here is Christabel. Hi, Christabel.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening. So could you just tell us your name and the reason why you are interested in tech?
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ungwa and Christabel, and I'm a student. Well, I thought that we like move into the digital world, and then I want to see how I can use tech, and let's say how tech and pharmacy can go together. Like, I don't want to see how I can integrate tech into pharmacy and let's say come up with innovative solutions. So that is why I'm interested in tech.
Oh, that's interesting to hear. Thank you so much, Christabel. I can see Manuel on my screen. Hi, Manuel.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Adekoju Emmanuel Oluwatimilehin. I'm a student and I want to go into the tech field studying. I want to study software engineering. So that's the reason why I enrolled for this class. Thank you.
Oh, that's good to hear, Emmanuel. The next person on my screen here is Gift Dauda. Hi, Gift Dauda.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Gift Dauda. So, why I'm interested in tech is because I study computer science, even though I'm an agriculturist. I just love anything that involves tech, anything that involves technology, because I know that's what is like, that's what is. I don't know what to say. That's how the world is moving now. Yeah, everything is about technology now.
That's good to hear. Gift. The next person on my screen here is Jennifer. Jennifer Augustine.
Good evening, sir.
Good
My
evening,
name,
Jenny.
my name is Jennifer Augustine. I'm interested in tech because of it offers endless possibilities, and also I think that is what we need now to turn our ideas into reality. So I'm interested in.
The next person on my screen here is Jerry Luke. Hi, Jerry Luke.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Jeremiah Luke Bamidele. Actually, I study civil engineering, but tech has been one of my greatest, let me say, thing I love from small. So I want to be into it. And this world has been a world that has been changing, I've been evolving into tech.
That's good to hear, Jerry. The next person on my screen here is Magdalene. Hi, Magdalene.
Hi, good evening. Can you all hear me? Good evening.
Yes, we can hear you. Good evening.
Okay, my name is Magdalene Jackson, and actually, why I'm interested in tech is more about just curiosity. I'm just curious of how it works. Aside that, the desire to solve problems because tech offers like endless opportunities to tackle some real world issues, and then the career opportunities. We all know that the tech industry is booming and offering like a lot of job prospects and some other things. That's all for now. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. The next person on my screen here is Inkiruka. Inkiruka.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Agui Nkiruka. My name is Agui Nkiruka Jennifer Clara. I decided to enroll in this class because I really want to fit into this society. So that was why I now decided to enroll in this class. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Inkiru. We have Usman Bolaji. Hi, Usman. Are you with us?
Hi, Usman.
Yeah,
Are
good
you
good evening,
with
everyone.
us?
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, you're
Hello, good
audible.
evening, everyone.
Yeah, audible.
Okay, my name is Usman Bolaji. The reason, the purpose of me learning tech is because I want to study electrical and electronics engineering. So now I get to a little bit favor my course in some other parts of tech. So that was the reason. Thank you, sir. Hello.
All right, thank you very much, Usman Bolaji. I think the next person on the list here is Ziri Moses. Hi, Ziri Moses.
Okay, I love tech, and it's tech is one of the things that really helps problem solving easier. So, and looking at the way the world is turning into, if you're really not part of the tech generation right now.
Hey, can everyone hear me? Sorry, I had network connection issues.
Yeah, we can.
If you can hear me, just give me a
Yes, I can
response.
hear you.
Yeah,
Uh,
we can hear you.
Sorry about that. Right. Okay. I think the next person on the list here is Annie Emmanuel. Hi, Annie Emmanuel. Can you tell us your name and why you are interested in tech?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Lalikon, and the reason I have interest in learning tech is I have this zeal to learn tech for a very long time, and financial restraint has been the major issue. And since I have the opportunity to learn it for free now, so that's the main reason why. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Uh, thank everybody once again for joining this particular section. This particular session is going to last for 4 weeks. I mean, the Intro to Tech course is going to last for 4 weeks, and it's going to be a beginner-friendly course, and also it's going to be hands-on, which means we're going to be doing a lot of practicals. And even today, we're not just going to just talk, we're going to actually demonstrate, and then there's going to be a lot of practical exercises to be done. So just sit back, relax, and follow gradually. So the objectives for this week is first of all, we're going to understand the broad landscape of the tech industry. And secondly, we're going to identify various tech career paths. for those who are yet to decide a career path to pursue, or you're not sure of what tech career path to take. Yeah, you're going to gain clarity during this section, and then you're going to gain hands-on experience with digital productivity tools, and also we're going to explore and practice using no-code tools. Most people, when they hear tech, they think it's just coding alone, you know. Yeah, but we're going to see other aspects of tech during this period. All right, so let's dive straight in. We'll begin by asking the question: what is tech? What do you understand by tech? You've been hearing the word tech here and there, And can anyone tell me what they understand by tech? If you want to respond, you could just raise your hand and then you speak. I want you guys to feel free. Okay, I can see a hand up. Magdalene, all right. Go ahead.
Okay, I kind of understand tech as basically the use of scientific knowledge and tools to solve problems, more like to improve lives or make tasks easier and faster. That's all.
Thank you very much, Magdalene. That's a good one. The use of scientific knowledge, yeah, to solve problems. Does anyone want to make any attempts? Anybody else? All right, so let's just move ahead. So tech, the word tech is a very broad term. Yeah, it encompasses several things. Yeah, tech is everywhere. It's not just about coding. Most people, when they hear tech, they think it's just coding and coding and coding. No, it's more than just coding. It's everywhere. It powers industries like healthcare, finance, education, logistics, and even entertainment. Yeah, so there are several tech fields, and some of the tech fields I listed there, they include software development, data science, UI UX design, cybersecurity, DevOps, product management. These are just a few of the, will I say, the trending tech field or the most relevant tech field in our today's society. There are several tech career paths which we are going to explore, and then by God's grace, before the end of this 4 weeks program, you should be confident or you should be knowledgeable enough to choose a particular tech career path. So why is tech booming? Tech is booming due to several reasons. The first one, which is automation. If you observe those days, let me use the banking sector to give an illustration. You find out that those days, when you go to the bank, there are a lot of banking staffs, a lot of cashiers, a lot of administrative staffs attending to customers. But nowadays, if you go to the bank, you just find few staffs, and most of the processes at the bank has been computerized. You know, even I think even recently, you don't even have to like maybe do some paperwork to get something like your ATM card, for instance. I think a few months ago, I went to First Bank with my mom for her to like process her new ATM card because her ATM card got expired. So when we got there, we were expecting to like meet a customer care rep, but they directed us to a machine. Okay, go to this machine and fill in your details, and the card will be printed out. And we did that, and within 5 minutes we got a new card. So that's the extent at which tech is revolutionizing different sectors, from banking to logistics to healthcare down to entertainment, even transportation. These days, it's easy to just get a taxi, especially if you're in major cities around Nigeria or around the world. No need for you to like struggle to get taxi. You can just be in the comfort of your home and just order a ride, and the ride gets to your location and takes you to your destination. So like I said, tech is no longer just coding. It includes design, writing, strategy, and even operations. So we're going to see several career paths that you could consider maybe based on your interest. Yeah, so career paths in tech. So here's a list of career paths. This is just a curated list. There are several other career paths, but this is just a curated list for your curiosity and for maybe for you to like explore and do your research and find out more. But this is just an exhaustive list. I mean, a very a very very precise or curated list. I mean, so the first here is software developer / engineer. So in tech, you can become a software developer or a software engineer. Yeah, and I'm going to explain what that means later on. Then we have product designer, in bracket UI UX. Yes. The UI means user interface. The UX means user experience. And then we have data analyst / data scientist. So you can choose a career in analysis or data science. And then we have DevOps engineer. Engineer has to do with the cloud. If you've heard of cloud computing before, yeah, DevOps engineers take control of writing your code and then deploying them to a cloud infrastructure. Then we have cybersecurity specialist, we have technical writer, we have product manager, we have no code developer. This is a new trend in tech, especially with the rise of AI. Nowadays, you don't really need to even write much code or write any code at all to build some certain kind of platform or applications. Yeah, there are several tools you can do that you can use to build anything you want to build from the scratch without writing a single line of code by just clicking and dragging. Yes, it's a very promising part as well. And then we have freelance tech consultants. So if you have tech skills and you would like to offer your tech skills, maybe you don't want to look for a 9-to-5 job, yeah, you can look into the freelance part. So like I said earlier on, this particular class is going to be a hands-on learning experience. So we're not going to just talk, we are going to actually do. Yeah, and then in tech, one of the key ways to succeed in tech is not just to learn, but to do. Yeah. So I don't know of other career paths, but from my experience in tech, if you really want to succeed in tech, you have to be a doer. Yes. After learning, you do. Yeah, because I think from learning, I think you just get about 10% of the knowledge. But when you start doing, you get the remaining percentage. Yeah, so I'm going to walk you through some basic productivity tools for everyday use. Yeah, I'm sure we are familiar with some of these ones, and you might be seeing some of the tools for the first time. But I'm going to walk you through a brief demo of how these tools work. So I'm going to stop sharing this screen and share another screen so that we can move together. We can go along. All right, so the first productivity tool we'll be looking at is Google Docs. Yeah, it's a very popular tool. I don't know if you guys can see my screen fully. I just shared my screen. This is Google Docs. Google Docs is so important in the sense that it allows you to create documents and not just create documents. The beauty of Google Docs is the collaborative feature. It can allow a team to work on a particular document at the same time. You can be 5 or 10 in number working on the same document at the same time from your respective location. So it allows for good collaboration. So that's one of the advantages of using Google Docs. It's just like Microsoft, but Microsoft in the cloud, Microsoft Word in the cloud. You can access it from all your devices. You know, and it has rich text formatting, and it works just like Microsoft Word, but it has other features. The sharing feature. This is the sharing feature. So if I should copy this link and send to somebody, the person can view the document, and the person can request to be an editor. I can just enter the person's name. For instance, can enter this email and choose to make the person an editor or a commenter. That's the beauty of Google Docs. I'm not going to go into details because it's a popular tool that we are all familiar with. The next is Google Sheets. This is just like Excel, but on the cloud. And just like Google Docs, it has a lot of features, extra features, especially features around collaboration. That's the beauty of all of these tools. It allows for collaboration, and collaboration is the new currency, according to there's this guy I follow on Twitter. He preaches collaboration, and that's where the world is heading to. Good collaboration, being able to work as a team from wherever you find yourself. So this works just like Excel. If you're familiar with Excel, especially those who enrolled for data analysis class, this can be useful for you as well. So the next tool there is Google Drive. We are also familiar with this particular tool. Everything you do on Google Docs, Google Sheets, they are all saved in Google Drive. And in Google Drive, you can save other files. Several files can be saved in Google Drive, and it also has collaborative features. You can share your files, and do a lot of things. So it's just like the hard drive of all of your Google Workspace tools. So all these tools you guys are familiar with them. So I'm going to move to some tools that you might not really be familiar with. So the next tool I'm going to move into is called Notion. Notion. Yeah, this is it. So Notion is a very, very, very powerful tool. I use Notion a lot. I use it as my note keeper. I write my notes here. I use Notion to plan my activities. I use it for research, and I use it to even plan projects. Yeah, so how many of you are familiar with Notion? If you're familiar with Notion, can you just send a reaction? If you've seen Notion before, or if you've heard Notion before, or if you've used Notion before, can you just send reactions so I can see? Okay, okay. I'm not seeing any reactions. I only saw Magdalene raising her hand. Okay, so you can use Notion for journaling. You can use it to create checklists. You can use it to create project notes. It's a very fun tool, and it's also a collaborative tool. Basically all the tools I'll be sharing with you tonight have good collaborative feature. It means teams can use the tool. You can, maybe if you're working on a project and you want somebody to join you, you can just add the person to the tool, and you guys can work together. So Notion has several templates you can use. For instance, let's just explore the templates. For instance, you want to plan your daily tasks. You can just look for any of the free Notion templates. Let's do this one and see. It has a structure. a structure you can just start using instead of creating your own from scratch. Let's preview this and see how it looks like. You can see this looks like a calendar. So you can plan. Today is 22. Okay. So we are adding the template. Let's just interact with the template a bit. Okay, template is ready. See template. So yeah, today is 22. So you can add what you want to do today. Let's say you want to attend intro to tech, and then you can add. It has several indicators here. If the particular task you added is in progress, or maybe you're done with it. Maybe after you're done with intro to tech, you can change the status to done. So let's just add this. You can add comments and other properties here. So today you want to do intro to tech, you can go to tomorrow now. Add what you want to do. Maybe tomorrow, read books. Read books online. You know, like that. You can add more tasks for tomorrow. Do my intro to tech assignments. Yeah, I'm going to give you guys hands-on assignments. I mean, practical assignments. You know, after talking and all of that, you guys will have to practice. So that's how Notion works basically. This is just one of the many templates in Notion. There are several templates to choose from, just like I said. Maybe, for instance, you want to track your personal finance. Yes, by strategy, we love this one. You can use this particular finance tracker. Let's see what it looks like. Let's add it and see how it looks like. So there's a template for basically everything you want to do in life in Notion. That's how extensive Notion is. And you can create your own templates. You can create your own templates. So, and this is a personal finance tracker. It's a free template. I think they have the premium one as well. So you can monitor your savings, your income, you know, and your expenses as well. You can see everything is dated by months, you know. So that's the beauty of Notion. Let's just look at one more template before moving to the next two. Let's look at one more template. Okay, let's look at journals. Let's look at journals. Yes, let's add and preview. Okay, our template is ready. Okay, this is a journal template. So for those who like journaling, yeah, this template will be good for you. You can create a new page here and say, today journal. You know, and then you write here, today was a productive day. I did so and so. Understand? So that's how beautiful Notion is. There's a template for virtually every single thing. So the next tool I'm going to introduce you guys to, the next productivity tool, we are still in productivity tools, is Trello. Yes, this is Trello. With Trello, you can do task management with Kanban style. You can do full project management in a board view. I'm going to show you guys how that looks like. Let's use a Kanban template here. Somebody is not muted. Okay. Right, let me just show you. Let me show you what Kanban looks like. So this is how Kanban look like. It's a popular methodology in project management. If you're working with teams, you're going to be hearing a lot of such terms in tech when you start going deep in tech. There are several project development methodologies. The Kanban is one of the most flexible methodology. So it's in a board view. Yeah, so you can manage everything in a board. Let's say I want this to be, we could edit all of this stuff. Let's say I want, I think we've not activated the template yet. Okay, let's create a board from the templates. Yes. All right, we're creating a board. All right, so let's call this to learn. And let's call this learning. And then let's call this done. So for instance, you have a list of stuff you want to learn. You could say, okay, for instance, I want to learn no code tools. You can add that to your to learn. You can add labels, dates, and whatever thing. You can add you want to learn, let's say Canva, for instance. You want to learn, let's say Figma. You want to learn Trello. Once you, let's say you achieve your goal of learning Canva, you can come here. So let's say you start learning Canva, you can come here and update the progress here. You can come here and update the progress and say, yes, Canva. You can put it in the learning section. When you're done learning Canva, for instance, you can come here and put it here. Let's say you start learning Figma as well. You can add Figma here. So it's just a way of visualizing maybe your tasks or project or whatever thing you're doing. And this also has collaborative features. You can share this and add people to this board, and you guys can plan a project here or a sprint or anything at all together. That's how the Kanban interface or the Kanban template on Trello looks like. And then I don't know if anybody, okay, we'll give room for questions. Let me just go through all of this. So you take note of anything you don't understand or anything you like me to throw more light on, so that at the end of this session tonight, there'll be room for question and answers. So the next thing we are going to look at is no code tools. And we are going to look at just 3 no code tools before we wrap up for tonight. We are just going to briefly look at them. The first one here is Canva. Then we have Tally and Web Studio. I'm sure most of us are familiar with Canva. If you're familiar with Canva, can you give a reaction? Okay, I can see you, Jamie. I can see you, Christabel. I can see Jennifer, Magdalene, Gift Dauda, Jerry Moses. Oh, it seems almost all of us are familiar with Canva. Okay, let's see. How about Tally? Who is familiar with Tally? Oh, Emmanuel, that's good. Elsie, wow. Sarah, wow, that's impressive. Jamie, wow. Okay, how about Web Studio? Anybody? Oh, Jamie, that's good. At least one person is familiar with Web Studio. I was hoping nobody will be familiar with Web Studio, but that's good. That's good to hear that we have somebody who is familiar with Web Studio. So I'm going to walk you guys through all of this productivity too. So we'll be starting with Canva. Yes, Canva. Canva is a very, very, very nice tool. In fact, if you guys noticed, I used Canva for this slide, for my slides. Yes, that's how powerful Canva is. Canva is not just for graphic design. You can use Canva for making slides. Canva also has a whiteboard. For instance, you're teaching live, maybe you're teaching mathematics live. You can use the Canva whiteboard. It has Excel sheets. It even has documents. Canva is so robust now. You can see there are several templates here on Canva to explore from. So today I'm going to just show you how to use some of these templates. So if you visit canva.com and you sign up for an account, you can just click on templates. And then let's say you want to do a flyer design. You can just search for flyer and then choose from any of the templates based on your choice. I mean, based on what you want to achieve. Let's just go with something simple. Let's say this one. This is not a free template. If you see this icon here, it means you need a pro account to actually use this. So if you do not want to have a pro account yet, you can go with all of those templates that don't have this crown symbol. You can see this one, for instance, does not have a crown symbol. This does not have a crown symbol. This does not have a crown symbol. So let's choose this, for instance, and then let's customize the templates. So it's going to allow us to edit. Thank God most of us are already familiar with Canva, so I'm not going to dwell much on Canva. And so I can directly edit this. Let's say Gaelic Education Foundation. Intro to Tech. Ongoing. So I'm going to adjust the font of this. It's too large. And I can move things around. One beautiful thing about all of these tools I'm showing you, they are all mobile responsive. It means you can actually work with them with your mobile device. So if you don't have a laptop, you have no excuse. You can actually do tech without a laptop. That's how advanced tech has gone. With your smartphones, you can do tech. So once you're done customizing your templates, you can delete stuff you don't want. For instance, I don't want this email, or if you have your email on, Okay, so once you're done, you can simply download or share. You can share with somebody, maybe another graphic designer that you want to work on that particular design project together. You can share with them, and you guys can work together. Or you simply download, and there are several formats you can download in. There's JPG, there's PNG, PDF, even MP4, based on what you're working on. Yeah, you select your download options. You select the download you want based on what you're working on. If I'm working on a video, for instance, yeah, you can do videos on Canva. If I'm working on a video, for instance, I'll select the MP4 option there. But since this is a poster design, I can just go with PNG, and then just simply download, and see, it's downloading. That's how simple Canva is. So the next tool I'm going to introduce you guys to, the next no code tool I'm going to introduce you guys to is Tally. And some of you guys already know Tally. Yes, this is Tally for those who are just seeing Tally for the first time. Tally is used to create forms. It's just like Google Forms, but it's more robust. It has several other features that Google Forms doesn't have. If you want to compare Google Form and Tally, Google Form is just like, how will I put it? A Mercedes that was made in 2000, the year 2000, and then Tally is like a Mercedes that was made in 2025. Yes, that's how big the difference is. Well, Google Form is totally free, but Tally has a paid plan. So if you want something very simple, a simple form, maybe for a survey or something, you can just stick with Google Form. But if you want something robust, you want to do other stuffs like automation, you want to create more user-friendly form fields, and you want a high-level ability to customize things, then you can go with Tally. Tally also has a free plan, a very good free plan. So we're going to create a new form with Tally, a simple form with Tally, so that we can see how Tally works. So you can title our form, let's say intro to tech survey. You can decide to create the form from scratch or choose the template. Yeah. So if you want to create the form from scratch, you can just go ahead like this. Click on this plus button and then select any form field you want. Let's say I want to request for the name of the person. I can use this. I can say enter your full name. And then maybe I want to request for their email address before they can go ahead. I can select the email address option and then simply insert email address. Oh, I think we have a problem with our form. Let's move this one back to its position. So you can actually drag and drop form fields, form elements. You can move things around. Let's say I want them to answer some few questions. I can select this. Let's say, what inspired you to sign up for this course? You can observe that this form field is bigger than the rest. This one allows for more text inputs compared to these ones that are precise. Okay, I think we misplaced this one. This is supposed to be here, while this is supposed to be here. to be on the top. Let's just move things around. Okay. How do I know this other form field is supposed to be under the email? It's because of the @ symbol here. This @ is for email. Yeah. So I can add other fields. Let's see, which other field should we add? Let's say a checkbox, for instance. Yes. How did you find us? Or how did you hear about this course? We can add option 1, social media, through a friend, through search engine, or through Pelic community. Yeah, so once you're done with this, with your form, you can just simply hit publish. Understand? And your form will be ready to be shared. You can see how precise the link is compared to Google Form that has a very, very long link. This one has a very, very short link. Yeah, you can see it has several other options. You can integrate this form directly to your Google Sheet or to Notion that we just viewed now, so that when they fill this form, the input goes to Notion. Yes, we are in the age of automation right now, so there are a lot of things you can do with this form. You can see the several integrations it has. You can even integrate this with Trello that we just looked at not long ago. You can integrate it with Google Drive. Let's say you maybe you have an upload feature there. Maybe you want them to upload maybe their picture or something. Yeah, you can save the pictures in Google Drive. You know, Zapier is a very powerful tool. You can integrate it with Zapier or Airtable. So that's the beauty of Tally. So let me drop our form link on the chat. Via the chat. Yeah, the form we just created right here in this meeting. Yes, messages. Okay, sorry. All right, you guys can click on the link and view what we just created live here in this class. So that's how to use Tally. Yeah, it's so interesting. So the next productivity, sorry, the next no-code tool we are going to look at is Web Studio. Web Studio is one of my favorite tools. Web Studio is one of my absolute favorite tools. Only one person here said he knows Web Studio. Yeah, so those who are seeing Web Studio for the first time, you guys are going to explore Web Studio with me today, and you guys will be able to do a lot of things with Web Studio in this class. So Web Studio is a tool that allows you to create websites without coding. Yeah, it's a modern web builder. You know, there are several tools you can use to build websites without coding. There's WordPress here. WordPress is a content management system. There's Webflow. Webflow is similar to Web Studio, but Webflow is a paid software. Web Studio is totally free and open source. By open source, it means you can actually own the tool. Yeah, and you can do a lot of things. You can customize the tool if you have knowledge of coding. You can customize the tool to your own taste. So just like every other tools we've seen so far, Web Studio is also big in collaboration, and it also has a lot of templates. So instead of you building stuff from scratch, you can just check the various templates available in the Web Studio marketplace. You can see this. If see this first template, it says marketplace AI startup. If you're building a marketplace or somebody wants you to build a marketplace for them, you can select this first one. There are several templates you can choose from based on what you are currently working on or based on what you want to work on. Let's just go with something very simple. Let's choose this one. This is called link in bio. How many of us are familiar with Linktree? Those who use this Instagram, I'm sure they are familiar with Linktree, because most people on IG, they use Linktree a lot to put a list of their link. So with Web Studio, you can actually build your own personal Linktree. Yeah, so that's what we are going to look at right now, how easy it is. So this is a template we just selected. So I can decide to build my own Linktree here. Okay, who is Nathan? I don't know Nathan, but I only know Steven. So let's change this name first to Steven Bitrus, and then we are going to change this image. Okay, let's change the username at first. Yeah. To okay, I usually use at B Steph on social media. So let's change this image. So we can choose to change this image. Come in. Yeah, settings, and then the source. Yeah, you're actually using a source, an online source for this image. Yeah, you can see the image here. If I select this cherry fruit, for instance, the image changes to cherry fruit. But I want to upload an image from my device. So I'll click on upload, and then I'll select this, and click on open. Okay, so I'm uploading an image of myself that I want to use. So I'm going to select this image instead. And then, okay, so that's how to select an image from. Those who did not see what I just did, to select an image, you click on the image, and then from your left, you're going to see image here. You click on that, and you click on settings. Then you move down to the image source. You click on that particular source, and if you have the image link, you can just enter the link here. Else you upload the image. So that's it basically. Okay. Yeah, the bio. Let me enter the bio. And so no, with a background in computer science and cyber security. All right. Websites. Another website, personal website. So Instagram. So I can put a link to my IG here. So this is where the link is. instead of this link here, I'll select, I'll say https instagram.com slash my username at b steph underscore. So that's done. So let's move. I don't. Let's. You can delete any element you don't want. Okay, I don't want LinkedIn, for instance. You can delete that. Don't want Facebook. Okay, maybe I can leave YouTube. I don't want Pinterest. So like that, you can edit all of these things the way you want. If you're a business person, if you're a vendor, you can, maybe if you sell hair products, you can change all of these images just like I just showed you. And basically everything is basically you can build your own version of Linktree. And then once you're done with editing the way you want, the next thing to do is just to publish. You can simply hit the publish button, and then if you have a domain name, for instance, if you have, let's say, the website you're building, you bought a domain name called stevenbitrus.com, you can add the domain name here so that when people visit stevenbitrus.com, they're going to see this page being displayed. But I don't have a domain name yet, but that will not stop us from publishing our website. Yeah, so it's currently publishing. I'm going to publish it and send you the link as well, so I can see that it actually works. So Web Studio is so interesting. This is just one of the templates. You can build any kind of websites with Web Studio, from blogs to e-commerce stores to simple portfolio websites. Yes, you can do that with Web Studio without writing a single line of code. So it's still publishing. It's taking some time. So, okay, the project has been successfully published. So I'm using a free plan here. The free plan, they said on the free plan, you have 10 out of 10 daily publication remaining. Yeah. What this means is that I can publish 10 times, today. So let's share my link. I can share this link, share custom link. Okay. So let's copy. Let me share this via the chat. Oh no, let's not share it that way. Give me a moment. Let's use this link instead. Yes. All right. I will drop this link on the chat. Yeah. So you guys can click on the link, make a screenshot, and send to the WhatsApp group. Check the chat. Okay. Let me also drop the link on WhatsApp so that it will be easy for easy access. Can someone help me drop the link on WhatsApp, on our WhatsApp group, the Intro to Tech WhatsApp group? Yeah, so that's how to basically create a simple website. We just used the template that looks like Linktree. I can decide to customize this further. Okay, let's say I don't want something like Linktree. I want something else. I can just go back to the home. Go back to the dashboard. Let's say I want to build a website for a company, a particular company. Let's say it's an AI company. I got an AI gig on Fiverr, for instance. Fiverr is a freelance marketplace, and the startup asked me to build their landing page. I can just come here and select this particular. Let's say the startup name is Stephanon AI, for instance. I can just clone this particular project and then start editing right away. Look, our project is loading. You can see how beautiful this particular template looks like. Let's preview to see how, so like you guys can see how beautiful it is. You can see this is it's on full screen mode. I'm currently previewing this. Boost your AI ranking. You can see the theme. It has a dark mode theme. So we can basically customize every part of this web page, without writing any single piece of code. You can see how beautiful this is. It's a single page website. See the navigation menu. See how beautiful it is. You can see the navigation, so nice. So in order not to waste much time, I might not edit this extensively. Let me just change a single line of text here. What should I? Okay, let's just edit something here. Boost your AI ranking. Boost your ranking with AI. Let's say today. You can see I'm able to edit right from directly. If you want to edit, you just simply click on what you want to edit. You can see this is editable. You can write anything here. The #1 AI powered SEO tool in the world. That's how easy it is. You can change this picture to wherever you want, the pricing and everything. Then once you're done editing the way you want it to be like, simply hit the publish button. If you have a domain name, you can add the domain name here. Yes. If you don't have a domain name, you can publish, and when you have a domain name, you can attach the domain name to it. So maybe I don't want this name the way it is. No, we recently named our project Stephanon. So you can say Stephanon -AI, and then we just publish. And then what's going to happen? This particular link now is going to be brief. The first one we published, we did not even edit the link at all. So it's possible for you to edit the link. So now this time around, the site is going to be on stephanon-ai.wstd.io. That's stephanon-ai.webstudio.io. Yeah, so once the publishing is done, it's still publishing. So once it is done publishing, you'll be able to access the sites via this link. So someone should help me post this link as well on WhatsApp group, on the WhatsApp group. You can see that this link is concise. So let's say you want to build your own personal website, you can come here and change the link name. So you can be Jenny .webstudio.io. And then when you secure your own domain name, when you buy your own domain name, let's say you decide to register jenny.com, so you can place your domain name here, before publishing. And when somebody visits jenny.com, yeah, they're going to see the website you created on Web Studio. So that's how to use Web Studio basically. So this is just like a quick rundown of Web Studio. There's a lot of stuff you can do with Web Studio. A lot you can do with Web Studio. You can do animation with Web Studio. You can create a fully animated website with Web Studio. Yes. You can connect your website to any database or any CMS of your choice. For instance, you can connect this page to a WordPress backend so that you can have dynamic content. So anything you upload on WordPress shows up here. You can connect this to Airtable. You can connect this to Zapier, even to Google Drive. It has a lot of features you can explore. So that's Web Studio in a nutshell. So let me stop sharing this and go back to our slides. All right. Give me a moment. So that's the end of the demo section. So like I said earlier on, we are going to do, this class is a hands-on class. I mean, it's a very practical class. These are some of the assignments you guys will be doing. So the first one here is you're going to create a Trello board for tracking your learning goals. Yes, use one of the Trello templates and create a Trello board for tracking your learning goals. And then the second assignment here is to design a simple flyer in Canva about your tech learning journey. Then later on, I'm going to send a tally link for you to fill out a self-assessment form. I'll drop that on the group later on. So also, I didn't add that to the tags here. Let me quickly add that. Also, I want you guys to explore Web Studio and create your own personal web page on Web Studio and send me the link. You can drop the link on the group. Let me add that to the slide quickly. Give me a moment. Okay. All right, and I'm still going to send the assignments or the activities I want you guys to partake in on the WhatsApp platform in order to save time. Yeah, so basically that's the end of the practical demo section. So within these few minutes, we've been able to explore the tech landscape and career options, and also we've been able to explore some digital tools, and then for next week we are going to go deeper. We're going to look at HTML, CSS, and we are going to deploy your very first website, yes, using HTML and CSS. So we looked at no code today. Next week we are going to look into some basic codes to see how to actually achieve some of these things using HTML and CSS. So that's it for today's class. The floor is now open for questions and answers. So if you have any question, simply raise up your hand. Does anyone have any question so far? Okay, I can see Jamie, I can see Gift Dauda. Okay, let's start based on the order here. Okay, Jamie, you can go ahead with your question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My question is about using Web Studio. So, is it
Okay.
when you're using Web Studio, right, to create a website, when you're done creating the website, making your own changes and all, is there a way that you can connect it to Google search? Like if anybody searches for like the websites on Google, would they see it there?
Okay. That's a very good question. Let me quickly answer that. Yes, Web Studio is SEO friendly, which means when you build a web page on Web Studio, you can easily discover that page on search engines, not just Google. If you use other search engines like Bing or Yandex, there are several search engines. It can easily be discovered, even using AI. No, these days our most AI tools are connected to the internet. So if you build a page using Web Studio and when the page is indexed, even AI tools can pick the content of the page up. If you go on ChatGPT, for instance, and maybe you search for something that is available on that page, it can even pop up on ChatGPT or Perplexity or any of the AI tools available out there. So yes, when you build a web page on Web Studio, it can be discovered on Google.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Gift Dauda, you can go ahead with your question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, please. I'm so sorry. My network has not been stable. So the question I wanted asking was, I don't know if it's recorded and if it can be sent to the group so I can access it.
Okay. Yes,
Yes, sir.
all the meetings are recorded. All the classes are recorded. All the virtual
Okay,
classes,
sir.
including this one. Yes. So later on, the recording will be sent. Yeah,
Okay,
later
sir.
on.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. So,
Yeah.
are there other questions? Okay, Jam, your hand is still up. You still have another question?
Oh
Okay.
no.
Okay. Are there other questions? Does anyone have any question? I can see Benedict Daniel. I can see Ata or Chai. Okay, I think some people joined during when the meeting was going on. If you joined when we finished introduction, could you just quickly introduce yourself to us?
Okay, good evening, everyone. My
Yeah, good
name,
evening, Benedict.
yeah, my name is Benedict Daniel. I'm glad to be part of this class. Sorry, I came in late. It was due to network delay, one or two things that happened. I'm sorry about that. Glad to be here.
Welcome, Benedict Daniel. Could you tell us why you are interested in learning tech?
Okay, my interest in tech has been right from a long time. I've been fascinated by tech. So I find it interesting and I'm always curious to learn more about tech because there are so many angles that you may think you know, but then you can never know all in tech. So I'm always fascinated to see a place whereby people are gathered to learn, and I'm always interested to learn something new out of the gathering. So my
Uh,
interest of being here is just to take something new out of the whole thing. Thank you.
thank you so much, Benedict. Okay,
Thank you.
Ata Ochanyi, you can go ahead. Your name and the reason why you're interested in tech.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is
Good
Ata
evening.
Emmanuel. I have been longing to have knowledge in tech because the world is going more digital, and I've been longing for this course. And I've even tried some other places, but when I bumped into this opportunity, I said, no, I think this is my time. So I just came into it. I've just
All
been a
right,
lover of tech.
that's good to hear. Um, Jami, okay, your hand is up.
Could you my name is Jamie David. Yeah, my name is Jamie David. And the reason
Good
why
evening,
I
Jamie.
decided to this course
is because it goes in line with my career path. I want to be a programmer, I want to be a web developer. So, yeah, it just helps me get more information about what I want to be in the future. And the certificate will be very good in my portfolio for future jobs that I can get. So, yeah, that's why I enrolled in this course.
And that's good to hear. You're welcome on board, Jamie. We have Joshua. Joshua, go ahead, Joshua. Hello, Joshua. Are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I was trying to unmute my mic. I needed permission. Good evening,
All right.
everyone. Good evening, family. My name is Joshua Iberechuku. I'm indeed glad to be among you, and I find it a very big and wide privilege to be among. And I would like to learn tech because of I'm developing. So with tech knowledge, I'll be able to grab a lot of opportunities.
All right. Thank you and welcome on board once again. So, that'll be the end of our class for today. If you have questions, further questions, you can drop it on the group. And I will indulge all of us to follow Catholic Education Foundation on all social media platforms. And also you guys can follow me as well on Twitter and Instagram. And then I'll be available from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily on WhatsApp. If you have any questions, maybe during the course of carrying out some of the tasks I gave, you can feel free to ask me questions. I'll be available to answer them between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. For those who are just joining, I gave a task. Here is the task. The first one here is create a Trello board for tracking your learning journey. Second one here is design a simple flyer in Canva about your tech learning journey. Then the third one here is a link I'm going to drop, a survey link. And then the fourth one is build a simple website on Web Studio. Yes. So is there any other question? Does anyone have any question? If you have any other question, you can raise your hand. Okay. Atta, Emmanuel, you have a question? Hello, Atta. Do you have a question? I can see your hand up.
Okay, actually, it's not concerning the course. What I want to appeal for, if you can help us post the tax you gave to us on the group, because I came late, to be sincere. So
All right. Yeah, so the tax will be posted on the group, and also the recording will be posted on the group, so that those who missed out can go back to it and, watch the course video before carrying out the tax. So in the absence of no other question, okay, we are going to just conclude. So I will urge all of us to just keep exploring everything that has been shared today. You guys can, we just did an overview. We didn't really go in depth. Yeah. So you guys can just explore. And then, one good thing about what we are doing currently is to, allow you guys see several possibilities in tech so that you guys can pick interest in any of the things we will be sharing. Or in the process of exploring all of these stuff that will be shared, you guys can stumble across your interest or a career path and that suits your personality, or that is in line with your goal in life. So people choose tech career path based on several reasons. Some of them, maybe it's just because they find themselves interested in that particular part. Some of them is due to maybe business reasons. Yeah, maybe that particular career path is a high income career path that is going to really help them with their finances, while um, others choose a tech career path for several other reasons. Maybe due to the fact that that particular skill is transferable. Maybe they can transfer that skill to other part of their life, you know. So I'll urge you guys to, share your progress online using the hashtag zero to tech. Yes, you can go on Twitter, go on Facebook, go on Instagram, on LinkedIn, share your progress and use the hashtag 0 to tech. So see you next week. Thank you so much. So let the conversation continue on the group. Yeah, the group is meant for that. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate